Dean Huijsen always giving priority to Real Madrid. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we have to mention Dean Huijsen deal, but also Jorrel, Hato, William, Saliba, more players including Xavi Simons. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, the story of these hours while I'm recording this video late night, because it's been a crazy 24 hours, is Dean Huijsen. Yes, because Real Madrid have reached an agreement in principle with Bournemouth, with a direct club-to-club contact in the recent hours. So Real Madrid and Bournemouth have an agreement for Dean Huijsen. Real Madrid will formally pay the amount of the release clause, £50 million, installments valid until 2027. So this is going to be the detail of the agreement. So not everything in one solution, not everything in 1 year, but 2027 is going to be the end of the payments for Dean Huijsen, £50 million. Bournemouth gave the green light also for the player to complete this move. Now, Dean Huijsen, who always gave his priority to Real Madrid, has always been his dream. Now, his agents are in Madrid, from what I'm hearing. Again, it's late night information, but the agents of Dean Huijsen have arrived in Madrid, negotiating the contract with Real Madrid. Some details to clarify: 5 or 6 year deal, the details of the salary. So they are working on some details, but it's normal agent's job. And then Dean Huijsen is expected to become the third here we go of the summer for Real Madrid, after the new coach, Xabi Alonso, and after Trent, Alexander-Arnold. Dean Huijsen always giving priority to Real Madrid, even if, including tonight, clubs like Chelsea and Arsenal always called to be informed of the situation of Dean Huijsen. So Chelsea and Arsenal have been in regular contact in the last 24 hours to understand what happens, if they can still enter the race in case the deal collapses. So Chelsea and Arsenal have always been fighting on this one. Liverpool already left the conversations more than 24 hours ago because they understood that the player was giving total priority to Real Madrid. So that's the story for Dean Huijsen. And now it's on Real Madrid to close everything with a here we go expected very soon, because there is the agreement between clubs. The priority, the dream of Dean Huijsen has always been Real Madrid. Now it's about the contract, and then the player is expected to join Real Madrid. Let me mention one thing: Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, in the first meeting he had with Real Madrid to plan for the summer transfer targets, told very clearly to Real Madrid that he wanted the centre-back as soon as possible for the club's World Cup, and also potentially left-back as 2 priorities, but top priority centre-back. So clear message from Xabi Alonso. The centre-back is coming, and also Xabi Alonso told Real Madrid that for him Dean Huijsen was a fantastic solution. Spanish, young, talented, excellent in the build-up from the back, so a player he considers perfect for the view of Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid had more options available, but they decided to follow the coach. Also because Premier League clubs already last week wanted to get the deal done. Last week there was Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, these 3 clubs prepared to pay the clause and give the player what he wanted in terms of salary. But he was waiting for Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso also told Real Madrid he can't wait forever, and so Real Madrid, in a meeting on Monday with the agents of the player, were able to advance, and now working to get the deal sealed with the here we go expected very soon. In the list of Real Madrid, the dream target has always been William Saliba. My information is that Real Madrid understood at the beginning of May that Saliba this summer was impossible to reach as a target, because for Arsenal he's a crucial player, because Arsenal are discussing a new contract with William Saliba. So Real Madrid position on Saliba will remain clear. They go for Dean Huijsen now, but Saliba remains a dream target for them. So Arsenal will have the ball in their court to close the agreement, keep William Saliba at the club, extend the contract. Otherwise, if this contract won't be extended, Real Madrid will be there. So that's the position of Real Madrid on the case of William Saliba. But again, let's respect Arsenal and see how this conversation between Saliba and Arsenal will go in the next weeks and months in terms of new deal. Then there is one more name to mention in the centre-backs market, and it's Jorrel Hato, the centre-back of Ajax. Left-footed, another huge talent. For sure, he's in the list at Chelsea and at Liverpool. Both clubs appreciate the player. Both clubs have been monitoring the player. Now we have to see what they decide to do. in terms of conversations, in terms of negotiations also, because it's not an easy one with Ajax. Is a really important player for Ajax, but Chelsea appreciate him, Liverpool also appreciate him, so Jorrel Hato is one of the candidates for these two clubs now that they are expected to miss on their target, Dean Huijsen. So let's see what happens also with Jorrel Hato, who is appreciated by both clubs. What's important to mention also on Chelsea is that another player they like at centre-back is Marguerite at Crystal Palace, a player they already considered in January. Palace didn't want to entertain any negotiation. Then Chelsea decided to recall Trevoh Chalobah from Palace. Now Marguerite remains one of the names under consideration, not only at Chelsea. There are more clubs interested in the player, out of contract in 2026, not extending the contract at Crystal Palace, expected to leave this summer. So this is going to be an interesting situation to follow, with centre-backs market entering into important stages with the Dean Huijsen deal to open this domino. And then there will be the domino of creative players. Yesterday releasing a video on Florian Wirtz, still no substantial update. So guys, I will let you know on Florian Wirtz as soon as I know. So let's be patient and wait for the player to make his decision, and also for Bayer Leverkusen to find the best way possible for them for the Florian Wirtz case. But in terms of creative players, Xavi Simons. I wanted to confirm what I said end of March, beginning of April. Xavi Simons' decision is to leave Red Bull Leipzig this summer. Xavi Simons is now working with his brother, Faustino, who is taking care of his future. Xavi Simons can be available this summer because Red Bull Leipzig understand the desire of the player to try something different, so they are already aware of that. And Xavi Simons will now look for solutions, open to Premier League clubs. His desire is Premier League. There is still interest from Bayern, but it depends on Wirtz. Obviously, the top target for Bayern is Wirtz. If Wirtz deal doesn't happen, Xavi Simons can still be an option for Bayern, a player they wanted 1 year ago. Let's see what happens this year. But for sure, Xavi Simons is a case to watch this summer, because there are top Premier League clubs interested, Bayern following the situation based on what happens with Florian Wirtz, and then the dream of the player one day would be to play for Barcelona, as I already told you, but in this moment Barcelona have different priorities, different targets, and so that's why in this moment it looks unlikely. So top Premier League clubs and also some interest from Bayern based on Florian Wirtz. But the important story is that Xavi Simons believes that it's time to go, despite Red Bull Leipzig investing important money to sign him in the January transfer window on a permanent transfer from Paris Saint-Germain as part of the pact they had with PSG. Now, Xavi Simons is expected to leave Red Bull Leipzig in the summer transfer window. Also, Benjamin Šeško is expected to leave Red Bull Leipzig in the summer transfer window, another case that we will discuss in the next days and weeks. But for sure, it's going to be a busy summer in Leipzig, also because they will not play Champions League football next season. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. Dean Huijsen, what's your feeling on this move? And then William Saliba, Jorrel Hato, but also Marguerite, Xavi Simons, which club should go for him? Let me know your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.